I lost the essence of who I was. It was all mired in the lifeiness of life. I simply woke up one morning and couldn't take another step. So that's how I found myself, a writer whose message was all about inspiration and hope and positivity, completely bereft of all of those things, and struggling to get out of bed and live my life. Struggling to the point where I had to enroll in an intensive outpatient program at a mental hospital for crippling anxiety and depression. Rock bottom, it would seem. But, as it turns out, it was that very rock bottom that became the firmest foundation I had ever planted my feet on. A foundation so solid, it finally provided the springboard I needed to outrun that teasing, taunting shadow of unworthiness that had followed me my entire life. Sometimes it takes getting pushed to the very edge before you can find your voice and courage to speak out again. Sometimes it takes hitting that rock bottom to realize you're done descending and it's time to rise. Sometimes it takes being told you're nothing, being made to feel like you're nothing, to help you see that you are complete. You are enough. You see, sometimes you have to realize that you've had enough to realize that you are enough. Over these past 2 years, I've seen just how closely those two principles are intertwined, the rock bottom and the soaring heights, the valley and the mountaintop, the agony of defeat and the thrill of victory. How sometimes it takes great heartbreak to find great healing and even greater wholeness. How being told how unworthy you are of great love and happiness and beauty and light can actually help you see once and for all just how worthy you really are, just how deserving you are of the things and the life that you dream of and hope for, and how nothing you could ever do or not do takes away from your worthiness or your enough-ness. Over the course of a year and a half, I descended into total darkness. I was told I never meant anything to someone I loved for a decade. I lost people I loved. One, tragically, to suicide. I had my heart broken more than once. I sat in total silence in front of a blank screen for hours on end, waiting for words to pour out of me that seemed would never come. I questioned everything about myself, my faith, my judgment, my friendships, my career path, my worth, my value, my purpose, my life. But through it all, I'm still standing. I'm still here. I'm bruised, banged up, significantly more guarded than I was 2 years ago, more realistic than idealistic these days. But I'm still here. The doubt, the fear, the heartbreak, the depression, the anxiety, the insecurity, it didn't win. The people who hurt me and let me down, they didn't win. The disappointment and the failure and the hopes and deferred dreams, nope, they didn't win either. I've always struggled with feeling like I was enough. Enough for love interests. Enough for my former publisher. Enough for my family and friends and readers and myself. And yes, even God. But over this past year and a half, I've been in the midst of painful, beautiful transformation, a journey of heartbreak, a journey of healing, and a journey of becoming whole, a journey I now want to invite you on with me. I'm finally learning to accept myself as I am, learning to like myself as I am, learning to like and accept my life as it is. Learning to stop begging people to want me or love me or make me feel like I'm enough. And learning that it's okay to stand up and say, I've had enough. I've had enough of hustling for my worth. I've had enough of groveling to people unworthy of me for scraps of love or time or attention. I've had enough of keeping people in my life who diminish me. And I've had enough of trying to be anything other than me, because I, in all my imperfect, messy glory, am perfectly enough.